I was living in a pretty remote place up in the Telerik Ranges. Travel is a big part of your day when you're up there. In May 2018, my partner was driving his truck and we had a major accident crossing the highway. It took some time to get me stable enough for them to fly me to the Alfred Hospital. I was put into a coma directly after that and was in that for nearly 3 weeks, which once I could start to breathe on my own, they began taking me out of the coma and I began all sorts of rehabilitation, learning to walk, talk, eat, everything. You don't really know what's going to happen next. You don't know what it's going to be like when you get home, and it feels like you're in hospital forever even though you're in there for 3 months. And I think I got to a point where I felt like I was fine, like I thought I was going really well. You get a bit of a false sense of security in that sometimes. I think when I was out of hospital, it was a bit of a realisation of where I was lacking and how I could get back to my normal life. I was recommended Robinson Gill by a medical professional. She'd had clients that had a lot of success with Robinson Gill, and he just made me feel like that it was all going to be all right.
I went to meet Zoe and her family at her amazing property up in Telerik, and it stands out to me for a number of reasons. Zoe had a very supportive family and she lived in this amazing environment, but I could see that the accident had had a profound impact on her and that she was really going to need some financial support going into the future. But there were a few twists and turns in her case, and so she was going to need some guidance through those.
They know what you're going through with going through the process, with dealing with a payout and dealing with what you're going to get. You know, I don't think as a client of TAC you really know what you're entitled to. You've got no idea what you're going to end up with at the end of the day, but you hope for something that's going to get you by in life and allow you to not lose a whole lot of time in your life that you've had in your accident.
The accident had had a big impact on her, and it was a bit unclear as to whether Zoe was going to be able to get back to work and how much work she's going to be able to do. So the financial settlement that she received through TAC will hopefully help in terms of allowing her to have that comfort into the future and to know that her future is protected.
When I heard back from them what they'd achieved for me, I was shocked, to be honest. I doubted that I would be able to get as much as I did through them. It was such a relief not having to deal with it personally, being able to have somebody to rely on that knows how it all works, and because I didn't know exactly how it worked and neither did my family. We only knew as much as we did, and so having someone like Jeremy from Robinson Gill to guide us through the whole process was absolutely crucial.